So I'm Faustina Yang, made in China. Came here 20 years ago, exactly in February, just last month, and made a life here. Had family, and met so many people in amazing communities, learning from them. And I think, you may have noticed that I'm wearing two. They're not the same. I'm trying to be proud of what I do, so I want to explain to you. One of them is the Queen's Award for Voluntary Service for Hampton Togetherness, and one of them is the King's Award for Voluntary Service for the Thai community. And like the others who just spoke before me, we all had a calling from the community in our heart, and we answered that call, and we did something. And it may seem like, I always say that this award, these two, they don't belong to me. They actually belong to the group, belong to my volunteers. Without them, it won't be possible. However, it is also about me. Without me in the front, leading them, spotting the person who can do the job, finding the support around us, finding the funding, supporting the opportunities, find who needs help and what is needed, what can be done to support them. And that is leadership, as we say. So I want to say from the very beginning that, your support network is so important. For me, I have a wonderful husband who does a lot in the house, and he supports me for my community work. Tick, okay? And then I have had the guidance, the mentors, the coaches. I want to give my credit to you. My first constitution was with Big Society. They helped me. You were called Big Society then. Helped me with my constitution. Obviously, it was actually directed from PCVS. So there you go, thanks to PCVS. With that constitution, I got my first ever funding, £1,000 from the Cambridgeshire Community Foundation. Can you imagine doing everything from your own pocket and all of a sudden get £1,000? It was a big thing for us. So it all started then. I realized, I need to get support with my right governance. I need to get support on how to get funding. I need to get support to make sure all my policies, procedures, safeguarding, DBS check, first aiders, everything, volunteer agreement, everything that needs to be in order if I want to go extra mile. So that's why we got a first ever 5-star Focus Award from PCBS. Then we got the award for the Hampton Togetherness. So as Julie Spence, Northern Lieutenant, says, it's not about doing the day in, day out job 24/7. It's about going the extra mile to make sure you do everything in excellence. And I think a lot of the community leaders in our city actually deserve that award. They deserve it more than I do, or, they just need that help for them to put things, in place to go for it. So that's that. And also, we recently had our award presentation at Peterborough Cathedral. Without help, it would not be possible. I had help from the media, from the BBC TV, the Telegraph, and news, everything. And I had help from the cathedral staff. They were amazing. And the staff and the volunteers. And then I had the funders who came to support me. I had the people from the community support me. I had the performers. I have the food. I have the volunteers. Everything seemed to run smoothly. But behind the scene, it's a lot of support from everybody doing it together, isn't it? For me, for Faustina, going there and say, I'm doing an event, nothing will happen. You need to be a group effort. So I recognize that. I always give credit to my past and current volunteers, to our funders, to my mentors, to my coaches, to all the community leaders who are actually the shining example. I'm learning from them as well all the time. We have a saying in Chinese, live to the old, lend to old. Like yesterday, I did a training, because Snow's over there, my colleague actually in NHS, we work in NHS, part-time as community specialist, engagement specialist. I did a training about the learning disabilities and autism. I spent a few hours watching that, and it helped me to raise awareness, although I'm not clinical facing. And these kind of things are very useful. And I had an annual program. I went and take part in the program that you offer. And I find it really, really useful. All these things all come together, little by little, as a drop of water, they come together. They form the lake, they form the river, they form the ocean. They take you to further places and to do bigger things. Thank you so much. And also, I have a really good relationship with my current employer. I said, I need to go to this event. Can I have today off? I had today off. She gave me today off, But I don't take it for granted. I said, okay, I'll do extra hours another time. But to have that flexibility and support, it means so much, isn't it? Yeah. Imagine if she said, oh, you have to be at work, and then I have to say, Mark, I'm sorry, I can't come. Okay? So it's so important to maintain that professional relationship with everyone you are in touch with, whether it's beneficiaries that you're supporting with, whether it's somebody who's supporting you, having a tea or coffee or chat with you, whether it's, in a conference, in a meeting, in an event like this, everything, they happen for a reason, and you learn something from it. I had so many difficulties in the past years, as human beings, as someone from Wuhan. When I say it, people have that face. I have experienced hate crime, I have experienced discrimination, exclusion, even, from the organization I have supported, and it gave me mental health problems, and all this. Now I look back, it happened for a reason. Some people who are in my life to support me, some people are there in my life to teach you a lesson. Some people are there to make it difficult for me, actually making me stronger and more resilient, isn't it? So I think everything in life, it really happens for a reason. And I do appreciate all the difficulties, all the challenges, but also all the happiness, the success, and everything. It happens for a reason. And now I want to talk back quickly about this, because I put it there, I have to mention it. So actually I'll touch all these words, you can read it yourself. I'll touch you first. One of the main reasons we got an award is that we did online lessons during lockdown when everybody was doing Joe-Wicks and finding it hard. We did Tai Chi, and I had to upgrade my Zoom twice to allow over 1,000 people to go on live, and had people in Peterborough, but nationally, in Europe, in China, in Australia, all going online to learn Tai Chi. And then the videos were watched by nearly 8,000 people. So then we realized there's a need. So we did face-to-face Tai Chi for a year, and then we got further funding supported by PCVS, the ICS, and then did in 6 more. Now that project's finished, and this Saturday we're moving to Peterborough Cathedral, funded by the Evening Trust, to go for another 6 months. I'm constantly raising awareness of the Community Wellness Initiative, but also trying to use this to promote a little bit of our culture, a little bit of respect, understanding, awareness, so that we can help with the social harmony. And then, look, the Chinese people, they're actually doing something nice for the wider communities. They're not just Chinese people, okay? So that's all I want to do because of the hate crime we have experienced. I experienced massively, and that drives me to do more. So not just this, we want our Tai Chi lessons to all around Peterborough. When I have the funding, hopefully with some help, in GP surgeries, in the football ground, in the library, in the museum, or in community centres. I am taking the Tai Chi instructor course, and it's a whole year course. It takes a lot of effort. So hopefully I can be a backup teaching assistant when it's needed. So, with your help, you can help me to raise awareness of this. You can help me to promote this initiative because it's offered to wider communities, not the Chinese people. Okay? Thank you very much.